What's happening, guys? Jason with 316. Now, if you've noticed, haven't really been posting a whole lot of build log stuff or anything really at all here recently, just a few car stories. There's a reason for that. I've had a really crappy couple of months. It's been one of those types of months where if it can go wrong, it has gone wrong. So it just really hasn't been my thing. I haven't really felt like making videos or doing a whole lot of anything. But there has been progress made. So a few things first on the fleet update. V10 Ram, gone. Started really getting some problems on it, and I didn't need a truck of that size, and it was too uneconomical to drive anywhere. I'm not really hauling anything right now, so out the door she went. IROC, gone. I know, this is probably going to upset some people, but that car was at the too far gone point. I went out and got some estimates. I was going to paint it myself and all that, but I went out and got some estimates and realized that that car had, it had sustained too much damage over its time, and it just had so many little problems built up on it. It just wasn't worth it to me to fix it anymore. So, yeah, it got bounced out of here, and now's the time to be selling projects and everything else because prices are high, so out she went. That leaves me more time to focus on the more popular stuff and the things that people keep asking about more than anything, namely the Cadillac. So as soon as I'm done with the Buick here, Cadillac is up next, and then Thunderbird convertible past that. Once those are done, which is going to take me a little while, but once those are done, then we can really start focusing on other projects. But for right now, I just had to liquidate some stuff. Now, on to what's going on here. There has been progress made. The 84 Buick, as you can see, has been painted. Now, I might have to redo the hood. I think I sanded the clear off from it, just trying to get a smooth surface. I've been buffing it, but it's not really coming out the way I want it. Now, the original plan on this paint job was to just do a scuff and shoot, which I did on the front. The front end wasn't that bad. I mean, there you can see some hail bumps that the car had. I didn't really care about fixing any of that stuff. I just wanted a shiny paint job to show up. So the front clip, the both fenders, the nose, and the hood were all just shot over the original paint. When I started looking down the side, and especially on the trunk of this thing, I realized, crap. This paint is way more damaged than I thought. So I started doing it, the right way. Bondo work, paint work, I missed places here and there. Again, the hail dents weren't exactly my concern, but the really cracked up areas of paint and whatnot were my concern. So I have painted the entire car. I am on to wet sanding and buffing right now, which, as you can see down the side here, I just finished this last night. It's pretty good. I'll be moving on to the other door and the trunk and all that for the day. But yeah, she didn't come out perfect, but she came out as a decent 10-foot paint job, which is what I wanted for the Cadillac originally, and I don't mind how it is. It's a $300 paint job that looks like a $300 paint job, or even a little better than a $300 paint job. So, and you can see down the side here, just a few little dings and stuff. But yeah, I'm gonna be wet sanding and buffing. I didn't film a lot of this process because the saying is, boring as watching paint dry. Well, it's also as boring as watching somebody paint. It's just a whole lot of sanding and not a lot of commentary, not a lot of stuff you can do. Now, if you look at the hood here, let's see, you can see that the buff has done pretty good. It's got a nice reflection on it, but up here it's not as much. So I'll try and see if there's enough clear on here to buff up. If not, I'll wind up reshooting the hood, which is not that big a deal because it's really hard to see on camera, but all through here you can see where the paint was bad on the hood. I should have just primed it and didn't. I thought it'd be okay. I was wrong. But anyway, yeah, go away, B. Go away, B. Anyway, that's pretty much where we are right now. Wet sanding and buffing the rest of the car is on schedule for the next few days. Then I'll work on putting the interior back together and the vinyl top back on it. Again, I'm not really going to film the buffing process because it's just wet sand, buff, and it's a lot of noise and not much going on. I will post the in progress whenever it's done. But we will be moving on to interior, putting the interior back together, getting the radio working right again, putting the vinyl top back on, putting all the trim back on. And at that point, this car is basically done. I got to pull the transmission, and I got to change a water leak. There's a heater pipe that's on there that's got to be changed out. It's probably a 30-minute job, and the transmission is the last hard thing I have to do. And this car's done, and then I'm moving on to the Cadillac. I also have more car stories upcoming, and I've been feeling the itch to do some raving reviews again, so those will be upcoming. I have multiple scripts written up, and I just need to film them, edit them, and get them uploaded. So exciting things coming through the fall. Stay tuned. Thanks for watching. Please remember to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon if you enjoyed these videos and you want to see more.